At the House of Assembly, I'm Lakush Lapinder. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at stories making news tonight. Grand Bahama tourism numbers set to outpace last year. Also, the $250 million Six Senses Resort rendering and master plan unveiled.
The beautiful beaches, the beautiful shoreline, combined with the people in proximity to Florida, and it was pretty much a no-brainer. That's where we wanted to focus.
And police officials investigating the drowning of a 5-year-old on Grand Bahama and a tourist in Abaco.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
It's positive news for tourism on the island and could be a sign of even better things to come, as officials say airlift for the first 2 quarters have outpaced last year. Cleopatra Murphy has the story.
It's another island where air arrivals are seeing an uptick, and following the devastation of 2019's Hurricane Dorian, Director of Aviation and Deputy Director General of Tourism Kenneth Romer says he is extremely proud of the gains made in the first half of the year after a strong 2023.
When we look at Grand Bahama's air-only arrivals compared to 2023, for the first 6 months in this year, we saw that Grand Bahama is actually experiencing a 7% increase in year-over-year arrival. They are at 16% mid-year, below what they would have seen in 2019.
He anticipates the island will end the year just single digits behind pre-Hurricane Dorian and pre-COVID-19 numbers. With figures trending in the right direction, Romer says efforts are being made to spur that growth.
Bahamas Air in November is launching their West Palm Western Air Jet. It introduced a new flight just last month. American Airlines is doubling capacity this November. So we're looking at continuous ways to improve the airlift into Grand Bahama.
The new Grand Bahama International Airport will also factor into continued growth, with Romer touting the $200 million redevelopment in partnership with Manchester Airport Group will be world class. With that and other infrastructural improvements, including efforts to increase room capacity, Romer is calling for Grand Bahamians to take advantage of them.
When you have the new airport and new airlift, it has to translate into creating opportunities for entrepreneurs and stakeholders. So this is the time for persons to really look at new opportunities, new entrepreneurial opportunities, and position themselves to take place for the ongoing growth that we experience now in tourism and also in airlift.
In 2023, Grand Bahama had 559,812 air arrivals, making it the fastest growing island for air arrivals. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thanks, Cleo. Well, a new style of luxury living is coming to Grand Bahama. The Six Senses Resort unveiling its renderings, while founder Mark Weller tells our Shalia Roll how Grand Bahama will benefit from this $250 million investment.
The goal is peace and tranquility with the Six Senses Resort and residential living. The 50-acre property is estimated around $250 million, with 70 resort villas and 28 branded residences, focusing on sustainability, resilience, and wellness, redefining luxury living and tourism in the country.
Both of them will be luxury and designed around health, wellness, and also luxury cuisine, as well as accommodations.
The renderings and the master plans unveiled, designed by an award-winning architectural firm, from a spa to multiple restaurants, event spaces, and a panoramic ocean front. CEO and founder of Weller Development, Mark Weller, says out of the 700 islands and keys in the country, the hospitality on the island is why he chose Grand Bahama.
The beautiful beaches, the beautiful shoreline, combined with the people in proximity to Florida, and it was pretty much a no-brainer.
Now, as time progresses, staycations are becoming more popular around the world. The CEO of Waller Development says that he hopes Bahamians from near and far can gather at the Six Senses Hotel in Grand Bahama to enjoy the lush and luxury feel of the resort at a local rate that he hopes to introduce in the near future.
Our resorts aren't successful unless people from the local community utilize them in some way, shape, or form.
So just how will this mega resort benefit Bahamians? Weller says that with the opening of the hotel, hundreds of Bahamians will be employed.
But there'll also be a tremendous amount of other jobs to keep the project up.
The Six Senses Resort is also being constructed with sustainability and resiliency measures in mind. The start of construction for the 50-acre property is anticipated at the end of the year, with hopes to be completed by 2026. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Resorts World Bimini is enjoying steady growth, expecting to welcome approximately 800,000 cruise ship passengers by the end of the year. Our Raven Davis speaks with the general manager to learn how he sums up the year so far.
At the end of this year, Bimini Resorts World is anticipating an influx of some 800,000 cruise ship passengers. General Manager Gregory Stubbs attributes much of this success to vibrant partnerships with major cruise lines like Carnival, Virgin Voyages, and Norwegian.
The island of Bimini has benefited tremendously from these cruise passengers and the cruise arrivals. We've seen all of the mom and pop shops just popping up along the streets. The straw market is doing very well. The golf cart vendors on the island, they are all over the place.
He says the summer months are the best period, with the second quarter kicking off the boating group business. Now, as they move out of the typically softer third quarter, they remain optimistic about what's ahead.
You see a lot of groups come here out of the South market, Boston and the rest of them, to host their events. And in Q3, as we come in with a Q3, we're kind of winding down for the most part right now.
He says Resorts World Bimini is a significant employer in the area, embracing local talent while also sourcing employees from other islands.
We have a great number of our employees who hails from the island of Grand Bahama and the other islands of Andros and Abaco. But I mean, employment here on the island for those persons, uniquely for us, we also provide housing for our employees that comes away from the various place of islands.
The property includes a 305-room Hilton hotel, 16 bars and restaurants, 4 pools, and a 10,000 square foot casino. However, he says what truly sets it apart is the cruise port.
We have the ability to welcome these huge cruise ships that no one else in the family of islands can accommodate. As such, during our slow time that we're in now, thankfully our cruise ship, they can lead some huge revenue activities on the island.
Stubbs says that guests appreciate Bimini for its unique rustic lifestyle. Once they visit, the small island offers high visibility for cruise ship visitors, allowing guests to explore various beaches while the community benefits from diverse opportunities. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
In news from police on Grand Bahama, sad news to report as officers investigate circumstances surrounding the apparent drowning of a 5-year-old child. Further reports indicate that the incident took place on Saturday, September 21st, 2024, at a residence off Albacore Drive in the eastern area of Grand Bahama. Police reports say the incident occurred shortly before 2 p.m. when they were notified of a male child who was submerged in a pool at a residential complex. The child was retrieved from the water by responding officers who administered CPR until emergency medical services personnel arrived. The child was subsequently transported to the Rand Memorial Hospital, where he succumbed. This matter remains under active investigations. Meantime, in Abaco, police on that northern island are investigating a drowning incident that occurred at the Union Jack public dock involving a 35-year-old female from Florida. Preliminary reports indicate that around 2 p.m. on Saturday, September 21st, 2024, police officers arrived at the dock. There, they observed an unresponsive female receiving cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, from a relative. The female did not respond to the resuscitation efforts and was subsequently transported to a medical facility facility where she was examined and pronounced dead. Police do not suspect foul play as there was no visible trauma on her body. However, an autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death.
And still to come.
When we come back, the Deputy Governor General on her first official visit to Grand Bahama. We have the highlights of her tour and more straight ahead.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
The Paint Fair family is excited to announce that they're rolling out to a new location soon. Stay tuned for grand reopening details and special giveaways. In the meantime, they are still operating on West Mall Drive while finishing up the renovations.
The Grand Bahama Home for the Aged is celebrating its 34th anniversary with a tasty grill out and raffle. Steak, chicken or fish, and grilled vegetables. Get your tickets today. Phone 352-5408 or 441-3081 for more information. Lucaya Service Company Limited, Lusco, wishes to advise the motoring public that the westbound lanes of the Casuarina Bridge will be closed from Monday, September 23rd to Thursday, September 26, 2024, weather permitting, to allow for the repaving of the westbound lanes and to ensure worker safety during the process. During this time, the eastbound lanes will be converted to accommodate single-lane traffic in both directions. Pedestrians and motorists are advised to follow all posted signage and proceed with caution while crossing the bridge. Lusco sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience caused and thanks you for your patience as they carry out these essential repairs to the Casuarina Bridge.
Join the Cancer Awareness Health Seminar and Health Fair on Friday, September 27th at the Pro Cathedral of Christ the King Hall. The health fair starts at 4 p.m., followed by the seminar at 6 p.m. with keynote speaker Dr. Robin Roberts. Get free screenings and vital health information.
The Tuck Shop is loaded with snacks and everyday grocery items, including cleaning products and drinks. Your one-stop snack shop where your money buys you more. Located in the Stafford Building, McKinsey Street, Freeport. Phone 602-1026.
Grand Bahama, Wednesday, September 25th. We're remembering Obi with a One Love Gospel concert featuring Bishop Denzel Rowe, The Cooling Water, Oslin Charte, Bishop Simeon Alton,
I'm pressing on.
West End Primary, Holmes' Rock Primary, Martintown Primary, and 8 Mile Rock High School. There'll also be special tribute. It's a One Love Gospel concert remembering Obi, September 25th at the 8 Mile Rock High School gym at 6:30 p.m. Be there.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. As Grand Bahamians and tourists alike gear up for the upcoming Junkanoo Festival in 2025, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, in collaboration with the Ministry for Grand Bahama, making changes to the highly anticipated parade. Shalia Roll has this Junkanoo update.
A new route and a new date for the 2025 Grand Bahama Junkanoo Parade. It's the first time in years since a change in the parade route. But get this, the date will also change from January 1st, New Year's Day, to January 9th, Majority Rule Day.
As Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, I thought it was fitting to have a vision to change the status quo here in Grand Bahama. I always believed that Grand Bahama needed some economic boost since post-COVID. it's time to us to move in the category of culture. This vision all started with myself, Sean Bow, and Norris Bean having a cup of tea in a restaurant right here in Grand Bahama, finding how we could boost Junkanoo here in Grand Bahama.
The Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini also expressing his excitement about the new announcement as Junkanoo is heading back down to West End on New Year's morning.
We will give you a treat in this rush hour on January 1st, bringing Junkanoo back to the streets of West End.
And for the new January 9th parade, Junkanoos are to make their way to Explorers Way for the Junkanoo competition.
I'm looking forward to the new date for the senior parade because I believe it is a wonderful complement to the January 10th Majority Rule Day holiday.
Now the Minister for Grand Bahama is calling for Grand Bahamian natives to come back home because things are happening on Grand Bahama.
Celebrate Majority Rule Day and the announcement of the winner of the 2025 parade with a cultural extravaganza on Tino Bay Beach on January 10th.
On January 1st, 2025 at 3 a.m., Junkanoo will commence in the west, and on January 9th on Explorers Bay, the Junkanoo groups will be hitting the road at 8 p.m. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
In other news, the deputy to the Governor General Ruby Ann Cooper Darling bidding farewell to Grand Bahama after a weekend-long visit. While making a special appearance at the Progressive Liberal Party's prayer breakfast on Saturday, the deputy decided to visit loved ones and longtime supporters throughout the weekend, encouraging them to remain hopeful about Grand Bahama's economic future.
It was a fully booked weekend here in Grand Bahama for the Deputy Governor General, Ruby Ann Darling. Historically, Darling is the first woman to vote, and on the inaugural trip to Grand Bahama, her tour included visiting areas that have recovered from Hurricane Dorian in the east to the home of hospitality in the west. The highlight of her trip was her engagement with local schools, and as a reverend and a musician, she also worshipped at Bethel Deliverance Center in 8 Mile Rock. She left these words of wisdom to the students.
The Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go. When they become old, they will not depart from it. And so I've seen it here with these children. You can feel it, and as you tell them that they are to grow, and the way that they grow every day will depend on what they will become.
On Monday morning, K4 students at Growing Years Preschool and Letty's Paradise Academy were filled with excitement as they sat before the Deputy Governor General, Ruby Ann Darling. A reading session taking place at both campuses where the Deputy Governor General encouraged the students to maintain good behavior.
Just to have the first female woman to register to vote in the Bahamas here with us, it's been an amazing experience.
We believe, or we know, that we have our future nation builders here, so it's important for them to know the people who paved the way for them.
When I heard that the Deputy Governor General would like to come to Growing Years to pay us a visit, of course, I was excited, and because she's a woman, the first woman to vote and a history maker. So it is an honor and a privilege to have her here at Growing Years Preschool.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, tell us what's coming up in sports.
New guys came from the YMCA swimming pool on Friday, and some of those swimmers are in Carifta mode already.
All right, that's coming up next. But first, you check on weather.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Sometimes you want pizza vibe without the whole dang pie. Now there's a new way to get the bold flavors of pizza whenever and wherever you want. You just got to try Pizza Hut's new melt in buffalo chicken, meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, and chicken bacon wrap for just $6.99 with that. Pizza Hut's new melts are cheesy, crispy, and loaded. Call us at 352-9191 to satisfy your pizza vibe cravings.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RE-NU.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is available for all of you.
One of the biggest decisions you will make when remodeling a kitchen is the design choice for your kitchen cabinets. Whether you want your kitchen to look modern or traditional, the Casablanca White Shaker cabinets will make a sound choice. Stop into Conard Bahamas today and let them enhance your kitchen with the Casablanca White Shaker cabinets. At Conard Bahamas, they also carry an array of Calacatta quartz countertops. Conard Bahamas, Sandyport, Nassau, Freeport, Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Eleuthera.
Freeport, get ready to witness the talent explosion of the year. It's Freeport's Got Talent. 3 epic nights, September 27th through the 29th at Port Lakaya Marketplace, starting at 7 p.m. Bring the entire family and come see the best of Freeport's rising stars, who will walk away with a grand prize. This is a competition you don't want to miss. Admission is free. Brought to you by Grand Bahama Port Authority.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. First in sports, after a short off-season, the aquatic season is back. The Grand Bahama Mako Aquatic Swim Club has ramped up its training at the YMCA pool for an upcoming swim meet next month.
My expectation for this year is eventually see the result of this first part of the training from the time that we start working with this new team. We're expecting against a lot of them in Carifta with good results. A lot of them coming up to a different age group where they have to fight with oldest one. But again, as I say, they are prepared from 2 years and a half by now, and they have the base. So we're expecting very, very good performance on them. The season started in October with the first meet, and this part of the season, we all work in the base because we receive a lot of new swimmers from all the programs, so we have to readjust. We always work in technique and a lot of kick at this part.
Next in sports, of course, the Grand Bahama Amateur Softball Association games played on Sunday at the park. Pat Uniform won against Ira Boys 18-17 in a close one. Steve Fantasy Ballers dismantled Taylor City Marlins. The final score on that one was 28-8. And Pat Uniform Reds got the W against Cooper's Destroyers 13-10. And finally in sports, Jonquel Jones and the New York Liberty defeated the Atlanta Dream 83-69 to take a 1-0 lead in the first round of the WNBA playoffs. Jonquel Jones had 9.7 rebounds and 3 assists in Game 1. Jones made her first 3 shots from the field and shot 100% from the free throw line.
And they're looking very much.
Now the Liberty will face the Atlanta Dream on Tuesday in Game 2. And that's your Monday Check on Sports. I'm Jay Philippe. Your Facebook friend is up next. Be blessed.
We all need to save. Save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Coptoderma's former Salmus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Hurricane season is here, and the Lucaya Service Company Limited would like to remind you to stay safe and be prepared. In preparation for a storm, we encourage you to 1. Assess your property and all valuable items. 2. Seal your doors and windows and repair any loose siding. 3. Secure propane tanks and small yard items. 4. Check for loose fencing and posts to prevent missiles. 5. Trim trees in advance and regularly to protect your home. Post-hurricane tips. 1. Make note and take advantage of our bulk trash pickup schedule and times. This free one-time post-hurricane service is provided to all Lesco customers and subdivisions in Lucaya. 2. To ensure that your debris is picked up after a storm, please separate all bulk trash in 3 piles: vegetative debris, household appliances, and household furniture. 3. If utility lines are damaged or visible, please contact the appropriate authorities to ensure that lines are de-energized. A team member from the appropriate authority must verify and remove any terminated lines. For more information on bulk trash schedules and hurricane tips, please visit our website and Facebook page. Lucaya, your home, our service. Stay safe and be prepared.
Jade Champagne and the Rhythm presents 102.7 The Rhythm turns 3, and it's a big performance with Taurus Riley live. Taurus Riley live. Oh yeah, the hitmaker, the reggae icon, Taurus Riley live. Saturday, December 14th at the Grand Lucayan Ballroom. Doors open at 8 p.m., showtime 11 p.m. For 102.7 The Rhythm. Big birthday party with Taurus Riley. Live. Get tickets online now. TheRhythm3.com. And it's a big performance. Taurus Riley. Brought to you by Jade Champagne and The Rhythm. Saturday, December 14th, 102.7 The Rhythm. Turns 3 with Taurus Riley. Live.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire news team here at ZNS, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, fears of an added tax on the backs of Bahamians allayed. The Prime Minister boldly reassuring that there's no truth to a pending water hike. Also, out with the old, in with the new. New York changemakers hear the Bahamas' renewed push for tangible solutions to an unprecedented global challenge. And major steps underway to help curb the illicit trafficking of weapons. Hear how the country's doing its part to support the Caribbean Firearms Roadmap. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Well, just as soon as it was made public, a curt response followed. The Prime Minister today moving quickly to shut down growing fears of increased water bills and new taxes on private wells. For more on that story, Devontae Hanna joins me live in studio. Devontae, what can you tell us?
Well, Makushla, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, put it quite simply today, and he said those claims are absolutely false. And those claims came in response to the firm response, that is, that he gave to raise concerns that the government plans to raise water rates or impose taxes on homeowners with private wells. And this, of course, on the heels of reports detailing proposals from that Water and Sewage Corporation in its 2023-2028 corporate business plan that allegedly includes potential rate increases and new taxes on private wells. Now, a report in a local daily citing documents from the Inter-American Development Bank prompting public speculation that water bills were on the way up. But according to the Prime Minister, no such decisions were made.
Has caused Bahamians to believe that the government has taken some decision to increase water prices. That is absolutely not true. There's no intention of government to raise water rates at any time, nor will we be taxing wells. In fact, the recommendations have been made many, many years for the taxing of wells dating back to the Pinling administration and increasing of water rate dating back to the Pinling administration. We do not intend to do either, tax wells or raise water rate.
Well, there you have it. According to the newspaper article, it was the Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for water and sewage, that's the Honorable Leon Lundy, who disclosed that proposals are part of the ongoing discussions, but clarified that these recommendations are still in the preliminary phases and have not yet been finalized. Now, when we did reach out to Minister Lundy, he opted not to speak.
Well, Devontae, I think at this point, aside from the price increase, the other big question is what else, what other further details was in that plan?
Well, we understand that that plan also includes suggestions for increasing taxes on desalination plants and equipment for private wells, but these proposals, like the water rate hikes, are subject to cabinet approval for further review. And of course, the Prime Minister's statement puts it to rest those growing fears, that is, of impending price hikes, emphasizing that no formal decision has been made and the government remains committed to affordable water access.
Well, thanks, Devontae. As you just heard, you could rest easy about a price increase in water fees. Meantime, remember Beryl? Well, not so long ago, she exploded in the Atlantic, becoming not just the first hurricane of the 2024 season, but the earliest Category 5 storm on record to ever form. Fast forward a bit, and July 22nd marked the hottest day recorded. Well, just today, U.S. weather forecasters warned of an extended summer in autumn. What's behind it all? No brain teaser there. The global phenomenon, climate change. Now, tackling the issue at the Concordia Annual Summit in New York today, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis sought to again drive home the urgency of shifting from words to tangible solutions and bold investments, about having the courage to break free from outdated systems and practices. And he reasons that for that to happen, there must be a steadfast commitment to collaborate. After all, the cost of inaction is great.
We, as leaders, must acknowledge that this is not a burden to be shared, but an opportunity to be seized, to build more resilient infrastructure, to create a cleaner and more efficient energy systems, and to foster innovation that drives economic growth. In the Bahamas, we are not sitting back and waiting. We are charting our own course, leading from the front lines of climate change with a blueprint for a more sustainable future.
Minister, whose comments come on the heels of his address to Climate Week in New York City, acknowledged, though, that despite celebrations and challenges, case in point, competition from an international order, increasing temperatures leading to drought, the Bahamas perseveres in mitigating a crisis it did not cause. The hope is that others follow.
To the captains of industry, let us move beyond pledges and invest in real, tangible solutions. Direct your capital towards renewable energy, sustainable infrastructure, and climate-resilient technologies. Support the innovators in climate-vulnerable countries. Partner with us to scale up the solutions that are already working. To policymakers, let us enact bold, transformative policies that accelerate the transition to a low-carbon, climate-resilient future. End fossil fuel subsidies, implement carbon pricing mechanisms, invest in nature-based solutions, and ensure that climate action is integrated into every aspect of policymaking. To the innovators, the disruptors, the change makers, let us place climate action at the heart of our technological advancements. Let us seize this opportunity, not with apprehension, but with a renewed sense of purpose.
Well, from New York, we head back home with a stop in Exuma, an island not being left out of the billions of dollars in investments. And this in the face of the tourism minister revealing that more developments are on tap for the country's fastest growing economies. Devontae Hanna explains.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Investments, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, touting new life into the Exuma economy.
We've signed about $1.5 billion of new deals for the island of Exuma. We expect Sandals to come back as breezes. That's $100 million. We anticipate great developments at Rosewood.
It adds to the $10 billion in investments received over the last 3 years, hailing a sign that the Bahamas is open for business, according to Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis.
As we continue to attract the world to our shores, we must open doors for Bahamian leadership at the highest levels. We need to guarantee that Bahamians are fully unhindered in their involvement, steering the future of tourism.
This as the Deputy Prime Minister revealed the New Day administration's investment plans will be spread across the country, with new heads of agreements on tap for projects in the capital.
What this means is there will be more jobs, more entrepreneurial opportunities, more work for construction persons, heavy equipment, people selling food.
albeit this administration has struggled with the sale of the Grand Lucayan and the redevelopment of the Grand Bahama Airport. He says work is still underway to bolster the Northern Island.
Grand Bahama is still the fastest growing island for air arrivals, and we expect that to continue into the future. It's growing. We need more entrepreneurs to really get engaged and get involved. The Grand Lucayan will help, the airport will help, but we're not sitting and waiting.
With the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Devontae Hanna.
Well, coming up, Caribbean officials gather to combat firearms trafficking. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Stay with us.
Things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, Junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Experience the difference with BTC's fixed services. Whether you're working from home or enjoying family time, BTC ensures you're always in touch with the people and moments that count. BTC isn't just a service, it's a lifestyle. Stay connected, stay inspired, and live your best life. BTC.
Stop whatever you're doing and head to your favorite KFC. KFC is taking value to a newer, crunchier level with our new snack box, packed with one piece of juicy fried chicken, crispy fries, and a buttery biscuit, all for just $5.35. When you snack, you deserve to snack responsibly with the new delicious KFC snack box. Order your new favorite deal online with Messenger or WhatsApp Hi to 557-3663 to start your KFC order today. KFC knows value and is finger-licking good.
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
The news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
You're looking at a live shot of Fort Montague just off East Bay Street. Well, welcome back. For whatever reason, by whatever means, a troubling number of people set out to end their lives, with local officials now pinning down that number of attempted suicides to as many as 400 each year. In this report, a leading psychiatrist sounds the alarm on the distressing trend.
We have noticed an uptick in suicide since the pandemic, and that's something that generally happens when a worldwide tragedy happens. It affects persons in the years to come, and we've seen that a lot of kids have been affected for many different reasons.
Recent incidents have brought heart-wrenching examples of this troubling trend: the attempted suicide of a 14-year-old girl last week Sunday, and a 24-year-old woman who attempted to jump from the Sir Sidney Poitier Bridge. Dr. Devon Roll believes young people are more vulnerable to this issue and are most impacted.
So it's actually both genders, male and female. Generally with the kids, it's around the teenage years, starting around maybe age 12 to 13, 14 are the typical ages that we see.
Attempted suicide is not an issue reserved for those abroad. The psychiatrist says it is in our homes, our conversations, and the people we love, impacting young and old. Understanding the warning signs is imperative, and getting help is key.
It can be kids or adults who are using more substances like cigarettes, marijuana, cocaine, alcohol especially. Persons who are doing more risky activities, you notice that they may be sneaking out, that they may be doing things that may harm them and not really paying much concern or care towards it. It can also be things like persons who are just staying in bed, don't want to get up, persons who are a little bit more irritable, and that happens a lot in teenagers. In adults, more argumentative, not getting along with other persons like they used to.
The Bahamas Crisis Center is open to help women, men, and children who are facing domestic violence, abuse, or any crisis situation. The hotline is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Sandilands Community Counseling and Assessment Center on Collins Avenue is also available for those needing assistance. Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Well, reducing the proliferation of firearms and ammunition at the fore of a 3-day interinstitutional roundtable meeting today. Together with regional and international partners, local stakeholders are exploring sustainable solutions meant to control, eradicate, prevent, and prosecute the illegal possession and trafficking of these weapons. Corval Pyfrom picks up the story from here.
Even though the Bahamas doesn't manufacture firearms, its use as the weapon of choice in homicides, armed robberies, youth violence, and other crimes against the person is alarming. Today, a 3-day interinstitutional roundtable meeting for the Caribbean Firearms Roadmap getting underway. The event, a significant milestone for the Bahamas as it advances national efforts to reduce the illicit proliferation of firearms and ammunition in a sustainable manner.
The issues surrounding firearms in the region transcends borders, thereby requiring national, regional, and international partnership.
National Security Minister Wayne Munro addressing the gathering of national stakeholders from law enforcement, judiciary, the Attorney General's office, foreign affairs, as well as regional and international partners.
The strength of our partnership lies not only in our shared commitment, but also in the coordination and integration of our assets, expertise, good governance, and our resolve to protect our citizens and secure our region.
These roundtable meetings also supported by the United Nations and the U.S. Embassy.
The success of the roadmap hinges on the concerted efforts of the Caribbean authorities and the timely, targeted, and coordinated support of partners and donors.
The United States shares the Caribbean's deep concerns about firearms trafficking negatively impacting their communities and recognizes the urgent need to address this issue collaboratively.
The ultimate goal is for the Bahamas to develop its national action plan within the context of the Caribbean Firearms Roadmap. Minister Munro pledged the country's commitment to that end and said the work to get it done should be completed by November so that the Bahamas can join the other CARICOM member states. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Well, thanks, Corval. Health and safety concerns on the campus of CV Bethel Senior High. Just last week, teachers at that Southern New Providence school submitted a list of concerns and grievances to the school's principal, but were not satisfied with the no response they received. Here is Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson with a breakdown of the pressing issues.
Hot classrooms, overcrowded classrooms, restrooms that are inoperable for the boys and girls, with the students, termite infestation, also an odor which emanates from decayed rodents. So the teachers today at CV Bethel held a meeting because the principal never responded in a timely manner to the concerns that were given to her in writing. So they invoked their right not to work in an unhealthy and unsafe environment.
Now, ZNS News reached out to the Director of Education, Dominique McCartney-Russell, who's fully aware of the issues and is now making every effort to get to the bottom of them.
Aware of the concerns, we sent a team there on the weekend to address the matters. We were advised, for example, that there was a plumbing and there was some electrical concerns in 2 of the rooms. That was addressed. We were also advised that there was a rat infestation in one of the blocks, and so we would have sent an exterminator. We called them in to deal with that. We were also advised that there were some AC units that either were not serviced or needed cleaning, and some were not working. We would have addressed those. We were also advised that some of the window operators were not functioning, and so we addressed those as well. There are We were also able to address the need to fix a door in the security booth, the need for the contractors to put back furniture that they would have moved. They were heavy cupboards and furniture, and they were not put back. And so we asked the contractors to address those, and those would have been addressed. And whatever matters are still outstanding, we are assiduously seeking to resolve those.
Well, stay with us. On the Beat is after the break.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long, yet the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Have you been waiting for windows? Then wait no more. Cornet Bahamas have in stock now PVC sliding windows, casement windows, and impact sliding windows with mirror tinted glass, all in different sizes and styles. Call us at 352-1301 or visit any of our 4 locations in Freeport, Nassau, Abaco, and Eleuthera for the great products and great prices. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Cornet Bahamas, dream, design, deliver.
People are going crazy for Popeyes around the world. Some have camped out for hours just to try our delicious chicken. This guy stocked up on 300 crunchy, juicy chicken sandwiches, just in case. And these lovebirds celebrated their wedding with the Popeyes cake. For real. We get it, y'all chicken lovers. Because we're just as crazy to marinate our chicken for 12 hours and make every piece by hand. That crazy love, we love.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focal Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Well, last week, our Danielle Dean worked up a sweat at the gym where she heard that exercise and healthy eating make the perfect pair. For Health Matters tonight, she visits a local restaurant where the specialty is organic, natural foods. Danielle?
The Bahamas has long struggled with the troubling rate of non-communicable diseases, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and the like, fueled largely by the traditional diet of high carbs and starches. But New Life Natural Company's nutrient-packed menu options prove that enjoyment of food is not exclusive to those that are unhealthy. Using mushroom instead of beef on spelt buns could be a good place to start.
When I bite into this, what can I expect to taste? Should it be spicy?
No, not too spicy, but magical.
Magical? Okay,
very healthy.
I'll be the judge.
Cook Julia Clark says the next dish helps counteract high cholesterol and promote heart health.
We just came from over there with Mr. Ricketts, and he gave us the delicious mushroom burger on spelt bun. Yeah. So what do we have here?
We have here a Junkanoo quinoa. Now the Junkanoo quinoa is a little bit different from your regular quinoa dish. This one we add raisins, almonds, and the raisins give it a slightly little sweet taste, so it's a balance with the sweet and the savory.
So I told you I don't like raisins, but
I know,
this
but
has to be really
just
good.
try a little bit. And in this one we added 2 mushroom balls, because what we actually do is we put a secret ingredient in it. So
what's the secret ingredient?
I'll take you off camera. But yeah, everything is made, cooked to order, everything is handmade. So nothing out the can, nothing bottled, just everything fresh ingredients.
Ice cream lovers like me might even consider switching it up with an almond shake. The same sweet taste, but with much more wholesome ingredients.
With Health Matters for the Bahamas tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, thanks, Danielle. Now, LaDawn and Marcellus joins us live to give us a sneak peek of our new show, Access Now. Guys?
Because, let me tell you, I saw that they had some good food, some good vibes at Paradise Plates. Marcellus, I know we have a heart doctor in the house who's going to tell us what not to eat. And I know your workouts every day are going to help us to protect our heart, correct?
Hey, I'm good for that. All right, sounds interesting. I can't wait to find out about this.
Well, you're watching The National Report. Stay with us.